All right, so let's dive into it. I was born in Kinshasa, Congo, and the DRC. That's my original nationality. I was there out until up to 11 because I had lost my parents, mom, dad, and my brothers. So thankfully, I had sibling in Ireland. So I traveled to Ireland and I went to school in Ireland, college, uni. I literally grew up there. I'm Irish by nationality. So I'm Irish Congolese, and I went on to do journalism. I studied performing arts, drama. I studied media production management. So I was always studying in different colleges and uni and things like that. And then I started professionally doing theaters as a professional actress. I did a bit of journalism, and then I was hosting events, shows, and radio shows and things like that. And then I got work in Toronto. I got a radio station in Toronto that was interested in working with me. So I traveled, and when I traveled, it was the pandemic, and then everything closed. Literally, when I got here, the border closed and things were shutting down. So I couldn't work, right? So eventually, I started a little business there in Toronto as a in a media company, but because things were closing, I couldn't really keep up with it. And then I came back to Montreal, and it was still the pandemic, everything was closed. So I was working as service clientele for BMO and HSBC Bank. So I found that the section where I was very toxic. It was just not livable. People were quitting all the times, but I was a bit stubborn. I stayed there longer than I should have, like really. And eventually, thankfully, I left. So as I was actually working full time, I was also studying full time for my real estate exam and to become a real estate broker here in Quebec, in Montreal. And when I finished, that's where the challenges just went up. I start facing a lot of trauma, a lot of scary things happening. So eventually, like I went to the police. I reported what happened the people I believe who are white supremacists, because like it was racism. Things that I wrote about, I spoke about, I did some videos on my profile before on my Instagram and my TikTok and things like that. It was very scary, the scariest period of my life. And believe me, I've been to war. In Kinshasa, when I was there was a season where we were at war. So I've experienced war. It was terrifying. But coming here, experiencing that, like racism against me, and being like in a country where I don't have many friends at all. I don't have family, and I'm here literally to work to create a better future and to add value to the country, which I mean, because I love Canada. But it was very hard, honestly, the hardest period of my life. If I did not have God, I can honestly say I wouldn't have made it. I literally needed to pray every second of my life to make it through the entire period, because it was just horrible. Everything I was going through, people following me, hacking everything that I have. Literally, they have like my passwords. I just, invaded my life. I was invaded, and literally all that because I believe because of my skin color, maybe, or because I'm from the Congo. I'm not too sure the reason, to be honest, and that's why I told the police. I'm not too sure why I was targeted or I am targeted, but it's been challenging. And it's 2023, and that has been my reality. And yeah, I still have remarks. If you see on my Instagram, they're refusing to take it off. So I'm being bullied to keep an agency that I'm not with on my profile, which is actually illegal. So I'm here illegally holding up that Remax brand that I'm not with, but even Instagram is not taking it down because they have access to all my platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So they do whatever they like basically. Because even on my TikTok, my views are restrained to like 200. I don't pass 200 unless I boost it. So it's just like I have no way of going around them. They are everywhere, every time, and it has been horrible. And notice how I'm being precise. I'm saying white supremacists because honestly, I don't have problem with white people because I feel like people get it mixed up, and that's why there's more racism. Because when we get attacked by people who are uh, white supremacists, we may identify them as just white people, and then we end up hating the innocent ones who are not doing anything horrible to you, and that's why everybody's hating everybody. So I believe that people are nice, people are kind. I love people from every race. I'm not a racist at all. And I just felt like, it's very important to know who is the problem, because the white supremacists are evil. They are horrible because the actions they do is hurting other race because of their skin color, because they have hates towards them, and like that's just evil because I didn't do anything wrong to them. I'm literally just here minding my business and taking care of myself, but they came and invaded me for the reasons only they know, for the hate they have in their heart. So it's very important to differentiate that it's not just all white people, because honestly, I do love white people, but I hate the fact that the white supremacists are doing this to other races to feel superior than them. And as well, the fact that I know a lot of black people will watch this video and just look into it as if it's normal, as if it's just the usual, they've seen worse, and I know a lot worse has been happening, but still, like, injustice done to one person is injustice done to everybody. So I mean, if things like this are happening, I feel like we should be outraged by it. We should speak out more, and not in a in a defensive way or in a aggressive way, but we should speak out in order for us to get understanding from everyone. Because to be honest, we don't know their reason. I don't know the reason why these people hate, because my journey has been super extremely difficult with the hate that I receive every day. It's like waking up and they think about how they are going to ruin your day today. So basically, you know, even I get like fake clients basically to just waste my time. When I try to upload, like sometimes a video is like everything is restrained, like, oh, try again. I can spend 4 hours to upload 1 minute video. Literally, a 1 minute video can take me a whole day, and it's still not uploading because they hacked into my account. They decided, oh no, you won't do this. So it's like creating something like a Google account is impossible for me. So I am a black woman who has a business, but then I'm being restrained from doing what everybody else is doing. Every other citizen have the right to do these things, right? But I'm being restrained from doing the simple things in life because I'm trying to become financially free and break out of the system, because the system maybe want me to just here and work for somebody else, right? But if I'm going through this, I cannot imagine what other people are going through. I cannot imagine what people who are probably maybe less educated, they may not even understand what's happening to them, and they may blame it on themselves or on their families or their friends or God knows what. But no, it's just the system, it's just how it is set. And getting out of it is like, if I'm being challenged so much every single day, they are plotting against me or setting me up to slow me down to the max. It's like, is there any hope for people of my color? Is there any hope for the minorities trying to break free from financial, struggles? Because we know that there are a lot of financial struggles with minorities, especially black people, compared to other races like white people, the superior ones, the ones they call, you know. Um, so it's insane that this is happening in a developed country, because Canada is very developed. And it's funny because when I was in Toronto and I started my business there, I did not have all this opposition, to be honest. This, from my experience, it happened in Quebec, in Montreal. I didn't have this experience in Ontario and Toronto. I when I started that business, I couldn't continue for my own reasons. It wasn't because I was getting opposition, like racist people attacking me. I didn't get that in Ontario. That's why I love Toronto so much, because I feel like I could have, uh, been free from all this oppression that I've experienced here in Quebec. So this journey has been a negative one for most parts, to say the least. Um, every time I had to survive one of their setups or schemes, when I was very scared, I posted online because I wanted everybody to be aware of what's going on. I went to the police. I also have a case in court, for the civil court. I have a case out there because when my daughter was also targeted, it was just too much. It was horrible. So, we are dealing with that over there. But it's been heavy. Like, if I was told that if I have to start a business here in Quebec as a black woman, I will be facing all this racism, that nearly took my life out, I would have like ran away. I would have like said, no, thank you. I don't want it. It's not worth it, like at all. Whatever it is, all these millions are not worth the amount of stress that I've endured, the amount of trauma that has come up from this journey. It's always been like, okay, another problem. And I'm just there either posting or reporting someone or calling to complain somewhere. It's been it's been crazy. And honestly, because I'm a Christian, I'm very spiritual. That's the reason why I'm sane right now. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have made it here okay and being happy and, just being the person that I am, who is very genuine, and I'm a go lucky kind of girl. What is it? Go lucky? Go happy lucky? I can't, I can't remember how you say it. Uh, but honestly, to just be the person that I am, who is bubbly, friendly, and I'm a happy person in general, and I love to spread love, peace. I don't fight around, so it's been very weird having all this negative energy towards me. It was very hard to handle for sure. The way I deal with it is like I just cry it out. Sometimes I sit down and I just like tears are coming on my face when I'm praying. I just like cry it out. If I need to scream, I scream, because that's the only therapy I get. Is like I pray it out, I cry it out, I scream it out, so that I come back to myself, literally. And also thinking about, racism in general, I feel like racist people are just like dangerous people in general. If somebody is racist in your surroundings, your friends or your family, just know that even if you are white, it's still not safe to be around a racist person, because they have hate within them, and that hate will transpire somewhere, somehow, You just gotta watch your back if somebody is racist. It's never a good thing. I don't know the kind of adrenaline that racist people get from the hate they have towards others, but I can assure you that if they have so much hate inside because other people have different skin colors, then you must be sure that they will do some creepy stuff behind your back one day, and you'll be like, unbelievable. So I wouldn't trust any racist person, like, never. People have their reasons, and I believe God created everyone, so God have an answer for the things I don't have answers for. So I'm told to just love everybody, regardless of their religion background or their work ethic or their culture. As a Christian, I am I am to love people, and that's what I do. And it's not even a chore, because I genuinely just love people, right? And I just really hope that in the future we can see some positive change, right? Let's talk about positivity. Let's um let's hope that whatever hate that's in people, whatever the reason for that hate, to just like disappear eventually, because you know there's no other solution, because at the end of the day we are going to live with each other, every different race. It's like there are people from all over the world here, so you might as well just learn how to live with people regardless of where they're from. So I feel like we are going to need to learn how to deal with our emotions and our reasoning. The trigger that causes us to hate, we need to deal with that, because that's a bigger issue than you hating to the person. It's like yourself. If you feel too much hate, you are the issue. Like, what is the issue? What's going on there? Because you cannot be happy fully hating. You cannot. So if you're being unhappy and you are filled with hate, then you are the problem, for sure. Because I know there are good people and bad people, and that's regardless of the culture, regardless of the color. There are evil people who are black, there are evil people who are white. You're not going to go around hating every black person or go around hating every white person because one individual or two individual did something to you. That makes no sense. All right, this is the end of this episode. I'm aware that it was kind of heavy, and I do avoid talking about my journey because it's been heavy, it's been difficult, it's been not so happy compared to the person I am. I'm usually happy-go-lucky. Yeah, I'm usually that kind of girl, bubbly and smiley, but this is heavy because that's the experience I've had here in Quebec. And, I can't lie about it because I'm living it till today. Okay. So, unfortunately, that's what I've experienced. And I'm going to let you all know, give you updates on my future episodes when life gets a little better than this. And hopefully, please God. And then we'll see how things things evolve. And stay tuned for my real estate topics. Stay tuned for my happy uh, real estate episodes where I give all the advice and insight into the real estate world with beautiful people from Quebec and Montreal. Thanks for watching. And this is Vanessa Manunga. If you're looking to buy or sell or invest, get in touch and I'll be happy to assist you. Right.